Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. We're doing my second day of the whole book challenge today. It's getting tricky, I've got to say that. What day is it today? I think it's the 24th today, while I'm filming, and you'll be seeing this on the 26th. So we're kind of over halfway now, and it is quite a challenge to try and come up with something that hasn't been done already. I've done my best, and today's makes are probably a variation of something you may have already seen. I'm still slightly behind. I think I'm only up to day 20 or 21. So I've done my best to do something new, but again, I haven't watched all the videos, so there may be some repetition. I apologise if that's the case, but you know, just mass make and get your stash built up. That's the best way, I think. So I've just got this out because, as I was saying, I was finding it difficult to come up with ideas, and I've been making this book. And as I've been going through, I realised that a lot of what I've done in terms of folding to make pockets in the altered book can actually stand alone and just using book pages. So we're going to make this fold today, this one here. Okay, so pop that to one side. And the first thing you're going to do, now I've already folded and stuck because one, I didn't want you to sit watching me faff, and also just to keep the video as short as possible, really. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get 2 out of your 16 pages and attach them, if they're not attached already, with some washi tape either side. Washi tape of your choice, packing tape, masking tape, sellotape, whatever it is you want to use. So if you want to pause me while you do that, that's great, or you can pause me at the end once you've seen what I'm doing. So to make that fold we've just seen, we're going to then close our book up just on that natural fold. And, sorry, no, we're not. We're going to have our book like that, and we're going to fold that corner down as though we were doing one of those corner tucks. Okay, so that's the next step after you've stuck it together. So get your 2 pages like this, stick them together either side, get this left one, fold it down to make your pocket, and then fold it across as though you were going to join it here and here. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is to get both pages together and fold them both up like that. Okay, and that creates a pocket in the back and a pocket here. There's also, if you wanted to, you could put a pocket here as well. I didn't do it in the altered book. I was a bit unsure about the stability of the edge of the paper there, so I'm just going to stick it down, but you could do if you wanted. So there's potential for 3 pockets, but I'm going to make 2. One there and one across there. So let's just go through it again. You're going to start off with your 2 bits of paper stuck together. You're going to fold the left down. Oh, the cats are arguing. Can you hear them? You're going to fold that bit down. Take this page, fold it over, and take both pages and fold it up. So we can get that stuck down. You would stick here and glue that down. You would then put some glue here and stick that down so that all of that's stuck, if you want it stuck, and then just put some glue down there like that. So that would be number 1. So we'd have that one there, And have we got anything else that I can put in? This. And then that could sit there like that. Okay, so that's our first make, and that's 2 out of your 16 pages used with that one. Okay, so for the next one, you're going to need 3 of your book pages and just join them in the same way as we did before. The next thing we're going to do once you've done that is fold up about 2 inches. I think it's about 2 inches. I don't work in inches, so I'm a bit unsure, but I think it's about 2 inches. So once we've done that, fold it in half. Okay, now you might need to get your bone folder and just manipulate it a little bit where you've stuck the washi, just to kind of get it folding where you want it. Once that's folded in half, fold the front bit, this bit, back on itself that way, turn it over, and that goes back on itself that way. So it's a concertina, and it opens up like this, and you've made yourself you've made yourself a booklet really. It's a bigger version of the one that I made on my last video. The one on my last video, have I got it on my desk to show you? No. The one on my last video was basically that I'd made it the same, but just using 1 book page, so it would be big enough to fit inside a pocket within a journal. Whereas this, with using 3 pages and sticking them together, you've kind of made a mini journal type, a mini journal type thing. You can snip the pockets off there if you wanted to make it a tag journal. But essentially that's the booklet. So you'd open it up like that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 panels with 4 pockets, and then on the back it's no pockets, but you can either add pockets or you could just use it as journaling space or anything you wanted to really. So that's the second one. So let's just do it again, so to make sure my instructions were clear. So 3 pieces stuck together, fold up from the bottom about 2 inches, fold the whole thing in half, fold the top bit back on itself, turn it over, fold the back bit back on itself, and we're done. Okay, so that was my second idea. So that uses 3 pages plus the 2 we've just used. That's 5 out of our 16 used up, and we have 11 left. Is that right? Have I done the maths? I think so. 11 left. Okay, so for this next one, we're doing exactly the same as the previous, but we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 pages stuck together this time. So you can pause if you want to get that sorted out. So from there, once your pages are stuck, again, fold up 2 and a bit inches, whatever you want. Now this time, you're going to fold it in half, but because you've got even numbers, you've got that natural fold there this time. So just fold it where those 2 pages meet. Okay, so you fold in half. And then from there, the top bit goes back on itself. And the back bit goes back on itself. And we've got the same as we had before, but it's bigger, and it's also, because we've got even numbers and we've folded in the natural gap there, our panels are bigger, they're square, which just makes a really interesting shape, and a bit of a different shape. And again, because it's square, it can be treated as it's a mini journal in itself. So the pockets are on the front, and it's just flat on the back. Okay, so that's 4 of your book pages. And now I'm going to then take another 4 pages, because we're going to do something similar but on a smaller scale. Now, this idea I have got from somebody else who did the full book challenge. I'm really sorry, I can't remember who it is. I've watched that many videos, but it's an idea that I've just seen in my box, and it actually goes really nicely with this. So this is not my original idea at all, but I'm putting it together with this to create something new, you know, like a variation of it. So just get your paper that way. No, sorry, don't do that. That's what I was doing wrong. Don't fold up first. Fold it over. Okay, and then fold up about 2 inches. And it makes, you stick down here and you stick down there, and it makes a pocket here and a pocket there, and a pocket if you want in the front, although I would probably just glue that down. And that fits really nicely in there. So you end up with this folding out with the pocket, and then another square with a little pocket that goes in there like that. And I'm going to use 4 book pages and do it 4 times so that I've got 1 in each page. So let's do this one. Fold in half, fold up, that can go in there. Got another one, fold in half, fold up, that can go in there. And another one, fold in half, fold up, and that can go in there like that. And I just thought, what a lovely little idea. It could make a great kind of Christmas or winter journal, or maybe something where you just want to document something small, like a small event, like a christening. You know, you don't necessarily want to put loads of information in there. And to top it off, something that I thought would be a nice touch is to cut these corners into tags. Now, I was a bit self-indulgent and I splurged on one of these. I'm completely aware they're not necessary, but I have real trouble cutting a corner and doing the flip thing. I never get it right. I have done this in the past and just cut it like that, flipped it and then cut it like that. That works, but to be honest, I know that I'm going to get use out of this. So I went ahead and invested in one because it is something that I know I'm going to use. So I'm just going to chop the corners using this, but you do it using your method. I'm going on to the largest one, like that, and I'm going on the largest one, like, oops, like that there. Okay, just to make a tag shape. So it opens up and you've got a bit of a, kind of like a tag book. Okay, you might want to do your own cut anyway to make it, you know, to make it a bit deeper. And because we've done it on there, I'm going to use the same size and do the same on here. I'm going to use the same angle because it will look right there with the angle, how it matches, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to do that for all 4 and make those into a tag shape. Two, 3, 4, and those are going to sit inside each of those pockets. So I was doing a little bit of faffing there, so we'll just do a quick a quick recap. Piece of papers, 4 of them, stuck together, fold up, fold in half, fold back on itself, fold back on itself the other way. Cut your corners into a tag shape if you want to. Book page this way, fold in half, fold up, cut your corners if you want to, and then they will go in there like that. So obviously on here you would just stick your pockets down. I did at one point snip a tiny bit here, thinking it would take the bulk out, but actually you don't want, well, I don't want that, because it keeps that, when you're doing this a lot, it actually keeps that fold nice and strong. When I snipped it, obviously then I would need to glue it back down here, and which would weaken it, and it just kind of it was moving around a little bit, which I didn't like. So actually, even though it looks quite bulky and feels quite bulky, in my opinion, we need that strength there. So let me pop all of these back in. Oops. And I'm not going to stick the pockets down because it'll be too difficult for me to, if I wanted to put paper in, it's quite difficult to slide them. So I'm just going to put them in there for now. I'm probably going to make something with this very soon. I've done another one, which is, it's got a really nice kind of really pale grey tape along it, which I really like. But that's going to go like that. So that's 8 out of our pages, plus the 5 from the other ones. So that's 8, 10, 13. Hopefully I've done the maths right. And if I have, that should just leave 3 pages for our final little make. Okay, so for our final make, again, I've taken 3 pages, stuck them together down the middle. This time we're going to fold lengthways. Now I'm going to struggle to get on screen here, so I'm sorry, but I will do my best. We're going to fold lengthways, okay? So you'll find when you do that, you'll have a natural crease here where it will bend, where you've attached the washi, and you'll have a natural bend here at the bottom where we've attached the washi as well. Okay, so from there, where these natural bends are, get the top one and just fold it down on that bend. Just let it bend where it wants to. Turn it over. We're going to fold it back on itself, but we're not going to fold it quite as far. We're going to just fold it that way, which creates a pocket on this side. You could have 2 pockets if you wanted. Instead of sticking the whole thing, you could have a double pocket. So you could have a pocket here and one there. And what that has created is, I'll just grab a book so I can show you. It has created an over the pocket flip. So that could go on there like that. You can just secure it with a safety pin, not a safety pin, a paper clip if you wanted, and it flips. You could just glue down here and have it as a pocket if you wanted to. You could just have it as journaling space. You could add a pocket on, and then if you turn it over, it comes down this way on the other side, and then you've created a longer one, and it's got a pocket there as well that you can use to put things in. And again, that flicks up and you can put something there. You can cover the washi tape up if you want. Am I on? Okay, so quite a few variations with that, but again, that's just another trying to keep it simple make that uses a few of our book pages, and with us doubling them over, it gives it quite a little bit of strength as well. So let's just go over it one more time. So you've got your 3 pages stuck together, fold it lengthways. Okay. Take your top panel, fold that where it wants to fold, turn it over, get your bottom panel, but instead of you could do that if you wanted to. You could take it all the way up and have a pocket from the top like that, but I find it works better if you get this bottom panel and fold it not quite so far to create another pocket here, and then that will just sit over the top of your page. Those are all of my ideas. Hopefully quick and simple. Hopefully I've explained them all clearly. Again, they're variations of different ways of putting things together, but for example, things like this, I think it's really nice to have the basis of what's actually going to go in the pocket as well, because then it just jogs your memory of what it is you actually have planned. And again, this is just another little variation that you can do. I'm going to make something out of that very soon. So yeah, there we go. That's my ideas for my 16 pages. Let's count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, we had 11, 12, 13, and then 14, 15, 16. So thank you once again to Tanya for organising this challenge. Thank you again for everybody taking part and all the ideas that I've been able to create. And, you know, being able to use one of the ideas has helped me come up with another little idea there. So thank you for everybody taking part. I hope you enjoyed that. The finishing line's in sight, so well done if you've managed to keep up so far, and good luck for the rest of the challenge. Thank you again to everybody. Thank you again to Tanya, and until next time, take care, and I will see you soon.